Good morning, ladies. I just made my protein smoothie. I mixed my Array AG1 athletic greens in here as well as my Array clear protein powder, so that way I get all of my supplements, my protein for the day, everything in one. I mixed some Greek yogurt, some berries in here, frozen berries that I got with 0 sugar, and some oats just to make it filling. So now that we are we're in the warmer weather now, I'm back to my protein shakes. So I missed making these, and in the colder season I don't make them as much because it's cold and I want something more warm and cozy. But honestly, I just feel like this is just like nutritious, it's filling, it's a great easy breakfast when you don't have time. This morning I actually went to the farmer's market after I did my Pilates, so it was like very nice, wholesome wellness self-care day, but also just like felt so good to be outside in the beautiful weather. And it was full bloom at the farmer's market. My goodness, as you saw, there was just so much florals, more than I think last week when I was there. And it was full bloom season for peonies, which is actually one of my favorite flowers. I absolutely love peonies, and even strawberries. Last week I didn't see any berries at all, and this weekend, today, I only saw strawberries. No blackberries, raspberries, or blueberries, unfortunately. So hopefully those will come soon. But there were a lot of strawberries. Didn't buy any, but I did find some beautiful florals just to spruce up my place, to add more warmth and just freshness. And this again is a great way to just change up your decor in your home with beautiful florals, again, as I've mentioned, and with scent. And so the candles I got from Jo Malone, I definitely wanted to show you just where I put them in my place, and also just cut these florals as well and put them in the vase and just where I want to basically place them in my apartment. And I did get some veggies that, again, now that the farmer's market has opened, and it's been open since April, but I love to grocery shop there so that I'm getting farm to table, just eating more nutritious and wholesome foods that's not processed, that's not frozen. I'm getting fresh from the farmer's market to my table cooking, and it felt so good to do that last weekend because I got so much stuff. I got a small little hen, and they actually sell poached poultry there. I get my eggs from there. They also have fish, and I got a small little hen, a whole chicken, and my mom actually and sister, they came over for Memorial Day weekend, hence why I did not film. I was just present with my family. I just wanted to spend time with them. I didn't do any filming. It was actually a nice little break and reset, and much needed. So it was just nice to just we explored the city, did so much, and usually I do take you guys along on that stuff. But last weekend, I just felt I needed a reset. Sometimes, you know, as content creators, we do get that burnout, and just wanted that spark. And I just really wanted to spend quality time, be present with my family, and just enjoy the city with them and explore with them. And the kids had so much fun. And again, everything I got fresh from the farmer's market. We cooked the vegetables, we cooked the chicken, the eggs. Actually, they finished all 3 packets of eggs that I got from the farmer's market because there was 7 of us. And so yeah, so it was just nice and fun. And I actually did want to show you, ladies, what I got from the farmer's market as well this morning, just to show you some of the things that I'll be cooking up as well, just to make some nutritious, healthy, wholesome meals. And again, I cut down eating meat so much, but eggs is one thing I need as always, all the time. All right, so I actually have everything here at my counter. And the first is actually these beautiful green asparagus. And now there was actually an assortment of asparagus, pretty much all of the farmers stands They had different width sizes, how big or how thin you want it. I didn't even know asparagus can get really, really thick, but they can. And so depending on how you like and how you want to cook your asparagus, I personally like more on the thinner side. This is actually kind of more of a medium sized asparagus, but I did see a stand where they have thinner asparagus, which is just easier to cook. And I personally like that better because I find sometimes the thicker they are, the longer you have to wait for them to cook, the harder they are to like bite down on. But these are like in between, and I think this is about the size that I got last weekend, and we finished it up. And I made pasta with the remaining vegetables, and that's what I really want to do as well. Like I cooked and sauteed some spinach, asparagus, we used up all the cherry tomatoes, and then whatever leftover vegetables I had, I just cooked linguine, garlic herb pasta with all these veggies, and that was my meal prep for the week, which was honestly just like healthy and nutritious. And then I love cherry tomatoes and heirloom tomatoes, and so last weekend I got some orange little cherry round tomatoes. This week I got these shapes in the yellow because they were just so pretty. And again, just thinking freshness. And I love cutting these in half and cooking them with on the side of eggs. Also, just again in pasta, if you want to roast them, just any way you would like to cook them. So this is what I got. I had them washed, ready to go to put in my fridge. And so that was the veggies that I got. Didn't get too much this weekend in veggies. And then I also got these garlic and dill cheese curds from one of the stands as well, which was honestly, I tried this in my pasta and they're supposed to melt really well too. And so the lady did say that this is really good in scrambled eggs. They'll melt really well too. You can use them so many different ways. So I did get this little bag of garlic and dill cheese curds, and they were giving samples. Now, even though I am allergic to dairy and more lactose than anything, more intolerant to that, I do love my cheese. So it's hard to not like dairy or cheese. But also got my eggs. Now I just get my eggs fresh from the farm, and this specific farmer's stand has 10 different hens that they have eggs from, and they are in the most beautiful colors. So they come, I got 2 packets this time because I needed eggs. I am boiling eggs in the mornings, so actually I'm pre-boiling them, so this way I can have 2 eggs or 1 egg in the morning to start my day. It's how I pretty much have been eating, like eggs, boiled eggs with like a side of berries, and then I'll like sprinkle a little bit of the nothing but the bagel seasoning. And so just look how gorgeous these eggs are, and they are so incredibly pretty, just too pretty to eat. They look like Easter eggs, but I got 2 packets of these, and these are my favorite, and the color is just so gorgeous. And they're just healthy, and you know these are coming from beautiful farm-raised eggs, and these are local, they're fresh, just so amazing. And that's my mom calling me, so let me take that for a second. And then another stand where I love to get my jams from, I actually went back, and this is the Bushel and Peck's farmer stand, and they have an assortment of different jams, pickles, sauces, but this one is my favorite, and it is the cherry lavender jam. It is so incredibly good, and also it's very unique and different than other jams, and it is freshly picked, freshly jarred, and it is so incredibly delicious. So you definitely have to check them out. They are so good. They also had this pure lavender simple syrup. So I actually got this last week at the farmer's market, and the kids loved this on the French toast. So instead of regular honey, they put this on French toast. I've also drizzled this into my Nespresso coffee as like my sweetener, and just to give it a little bit more flavor. I also drizzle this on top of my like Greek yogurt parfait, which was so delicious. Again, you can use this syrup on so many different things, and it's just so calming. It's just, you know, it smells so nice with the lavender, and it tastes really good, and it's not overly sweet, which I personally love. So again, trying to avoid as much sugar, and so this is a great alternative if you like honey and you just want something different with flavor. This is really good. All right, and then I did get flowers. So I do need to cut the stems of these because I do want to put these flowers, one on my console table. So these big one, this big bouquet here, these are Lily Valley of the Lily or Lily of the Valley and peonies mixed in. And I just loved the simplicity of it. It was just very like neutral, beautiful, earthy tones. And then I got the smaller bouquet, which is just so cute and beautiful, but it has like the oranges and the ivories and the yellows, which I thought was perfect for my coffee table. So I will have to cut these as well and put them, I don't have a small like jar, so that is something I will need to find, like a smaller little vase jar type. I think is cute for my coffee table to just put like these smaller type of bouquets in there. But then this bigger bouquet of flowers is just so nice. And what I loved about this one too is the peonies haven't bloomed yet. Same with these, not all of the flowers, not all of them have bloomed yet. So I didn't want to get a bouquet that already was in full bloom. I got one that, even these like purple ones, I don't know what flower this is, but not all of them have fully bloomed, and there's just more here in the bouquet where like they're gonna start to bloom. And then they did say again to make them last a week or longer, to put them in cold water and then change the water every 3 days. So just be consistent with that, so that way you can, you know, maintain the flowers and they'll just last a bit longer. And when I've done that, every time I get these from the farmer's market, again, there was just an abundance of beautiful blooms and florals. And again, they always have different flowers, which I absolutely love, so that I can always just like do a new bouquet every single week or every 2 weeks, and they're just stunning. And so these we're gonna cut, and then I'm going to put them in little vases so then I can put them as just little additions and decor to my place, along with the scented candles. I think the combination of the two, this is like the perfect way for me to just refresh my place for summer and bring some color into my place, bring some nature, earthy tones and colors into my place, and then as well as like those beautiful, fresh, clean, earthy scents as well. And so yeah, so we will cut these together at the bottom and then like put them in the vases and put it around my place. And then lastly, I had a few other things that I actually did buy at the grocery store, and then as well as made my order from Brightland, as I mentioned. So the first is these David's bars. So I picked this up at the local grocery store. Now I tried them out in a few different flavors, and this one I ended up getting in the blueberry pie flavored bar. So what these are, these David's bars, is basically 28 grams of protein, they're 150 calories and 0 sugar. And these are so good. Compared to other types of protein bars, I personally did end up liking these. And these are, again, David, and they come in an assortment of flavors. You can buy them individually, or you can just buy like a whole box of these. Now these are specifically for my office desk, so that I have them as a snack. So when I need and I'm craving a snack, I have something that's delicious, that's sugar-free and high in protein, just so I'm also getting my protein intake as well, since I cut down eating a lot of meat. And so this is where I'm trying to incorporate having more protein, and again, just eating healthier, more consciously, more mindfully, more intentionally, just things that are going to nourish and fuel me and make me feel good from the inside out. So they have so many different flavors. So if you want to check them out, see if they have it at your local grocery store. They come in, you know, different flavors, but they're so delicious and they don't get stuck in your teeth. That's the other thing. They're not, you know, high in sugar or other preservatives, and they just really do taste so delicious. And then the olive oil that I mentioned that I ran out of my favorite chili flavored olive oil. So it's from Brightland, and it's South Asian owned, which I love. And they are based in California. Everything is made in California, and they have so many different flavors. As I mentioned, as you see, I have all my cooking olive oils here. There's 2 different ones for based on what you're cooking, as well as my balsamic vinegar and my white vinegar. So those are really good for, like, again, salads, things like that when I'm cooking. And they have a bunch of recipes where they can show you online when you sign up, just like all the different ways to use their olive oils for different recipes, which is very helpful. But I love the chili flavor oil. I love the garlic. I have the lemon and the basil, and it is so, so good. So this was a new fresh bottle because I love this so much. It tastes so good. It's not too spicy and it has a lot of flavor, and it's so good for cooking like eggs, to drizzle over like wontons, when you're cooking like noodles, just so many different ways that you can use this when you want to make something spicy. Now, something new that I also picked up from Brightland is their salad oil, and this is 100% extra virgin olive oil, so you can use this to toss, dress, and mix. But again, they online showed that you can use this in so many different ways. And something again, so all of their stuff is grown on California family farms. They're harvested and picked freshly. They're cold pressed within hours of harvest, and this is great again for dressing and drizzling. And I love it again. It's women owned, started, founded, and South Asian as well, minority owned business. And so this is a massive bottle, which is perfect because again, I want to make more salads, and so this is great for me making my own homemade salad dressings versus buying salad dressings. So I don't have any salad dressings because I want to make my own different recipes from ones I've saved for making different types of salads. So this is a great everyday salad oil. And then I wanted to try their honeys. So they actually have two different honeys. The other one currently is not available, but I did get their orange blossom honey, and this is raw and unfiltered, and so it's this beautiful orange flavor. I haven't even opened this yet. And this is a radiant golden honey with a sweet citrusy scent and a light zesty flavor. It's pure honey, crystallizes over time, and basically enjoy as is or place jar in warm water to re-liquefy. And again, all made in California, and I cannot wait. Again, another honey flavor, raw honey. Again, I'm just trying to eat more healthy and nutritious, wholesome, fuel my body, so I just feel more energized and well. And so yeah, so this is the new honey, and excited to cook and eat all these beautiful, fresh, farm to table foods. So sat down, and we will get ready together first, and then I will show you the refresh to my place where I put my candles and diffuser, but then also where I want to place my new florals in my apartment. And so we will do that after we get ready. So I actually got a bunch of PR makeup products in the mail, and I've been waiting patiently to open these with you. Now, I took them out of their original packaging, like in the box they came with, but I did not open the products themselves because I wanted to open them with you. So I got 3 different brands, so I'm really excited because this is perfect as I'm getting ready. We can try them on together. And so the first one is from Jones Road, and so I always love when I get packages from Jones Road, as you know, and they just came out with a new, this is the Your Skin foundation stick, and I'm sure you've seen it all over social media, and it is, I've been excited to try these, and so I've been patiently waiting because I wanted to try them on with you to give first impressions. And they sent me 2 shades. So they sent me Neutral Honey and Warm Medium. So I'm gonna have to see which one is the right shade for me. And this is similar to like the blush sticks. It's this, like the packaging is similar to the blush sticks, which I've been loving. I'm obsessed. I have it in my makeup bag right here. Been using it every single day because I really just love how hydrating they are. Easily blendable, looks very natural like my skin, whether you use your fingers, a sponge, or a brush, and it just gives a nice flush of color, and it's not like sitting on top of my skin. So again, when I'm trying new products on, that is what I'm looking for, because I want it to look like second skin and just make my skin look better and not be all cakey or just sitting on top of my skin or creating texture. I don't want that. Or the product moving as well. And so let's see. So this is a Neutral Honey, and so that is this shade right here. And then we also have, oh sorry, this is Warm Honey. What does it say? Oh, that's because I opened these just to see the colors and I put them back in their packaging, but I didn't try them. So that is actually Neutral Honey, and so now to make sure they're in the right boxes. And then this one is Warm Medium, and I am more of a tan warm color, and so again, I love that Jones Rhodes knows what I like. They pay attention and they're like nailing it with the skin tones. And so I'm gonna have to try and just like see, because it's really hard to tell. But honestly, one could be my summer color and one could be my winter color. So we will have to see how this looks. But I'm gonna try Neutral Honey or Warm Honey. I don't know, it's so, okay, let's try this on. All right, I'm just gonna dab a little bit here on this side. So this is Neutral Honey. I'm just putting a little bit. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna use my Hourglass foundation brush to just blend this in. Literally looks like nothing, like absolutely nothing on my face. Let me go up a little higher. Ooh, okay, just so I can see. I mean, this just melted into my skin perfectly. Like you can't even see anything. And again, first impressions, just the texture, formula, it's hydrating. It like barely feels like I have anything on. I mean, I know that I just put a little bit on these 2 spots. It's hydrating, feels hydrating. But let's go to this side because I just want to see how this looks. I want to make sure. Okay, oh, all right. Let's see, this is in Warm Honey. And I want to see how this one blends in. Again, oh my gosh, literally blends in seamlessly. So now I am confused because, so this is the colorway on both of them. So this is Warm Honey on my hand and then Neutral Honey. Oh my gosh. So these are the 2 colors, as you can see right here. And they both blended in perfectly on my skin. Like you can't even tell. They just blended in perfectly. But I just feel like, I mean, I was out in the sun a lot, and I feel like Neutral Honey, slightly darker than Warm Honey. And I feel like this will be better for the summer as a tan and get a little bit more darker, and then the other one would be perfect for winter when I get lighter. So we are just gonna, again, they blend so seamlessly, so I'm gonna go over this side with the Neutral Honey, and I'm just gonna put it across my forehead, and I'm just going to put in just like different spots where I'm gonna need it. So I'm not gonna put a whole lot, and I just want to blend this out because I just think this color might be more suitable for me right now. And again, first impressions, this blends so seamlessly, does not look ashy. So I think they nailed it on the color selection for me. And I'm gonna put a little bit more, just like in this area, to cover any redness on my nose. And then, oh my goodness, this just blends so nicely just effortlessly. Doesn't feel like, you know, a regular foundation where you're wearing a ton of makeup at all. This blends so well. I would definitely recommend maybe a brush, I mean, you can definitely do it with your fingers if you wanted to, but I think it's gonna, versus since it's not a liquid, brush might be better. And again, it's covering the redness so nicely, but it doesn't look like I just caked on a bunch of foundation on my skin. It just looks super natural and so hard. Like, they're so close in color, but it is genuinely just and I took the rest of the product that I had on my hand because I don't want to waste the product, but it blends so nicely and it just looks so like me. It just looks like me, but better. Like second skin, doesn't feel like I have a lot of makeup on, like I have foundation on. This is perfect for on the go because you don't have to worry about spillage. So great travel product for when you're traveling. So actually this is nice because now I have two colors, one for spring summer, one for autumn winter. So as we get into the warmer ones, when I get more tan, this is perfect. And as you know, like now in the warmer months. So neutral honey is my color, and again, they nailed it with the color shades for me. This just matched incredibly well. Sometimes I worry because I'm very specific about my foundation color. I want it to look like my natural skin tone. I want it to be me. I don't want it to be ashy looking. I want to make sure that it actually matches my neck. It's not too light, it's not too dark. It's like the perfect match. And right now, I feel like this matched just right. So that is really good. And I do have information about this as well. So it's the super lightweight and comfortable natural skin-like coverage, rich in nourishing skincare ingredients. It's clean, non-comedogenic, dermatologist tested. And then also I love that this is how many shades there are, like for every literally every skin tone. And so this is amazing. And so again, I am warm honey and neutral honey, and so you literally can go in and just like try this out and make sure that you're getting the right shade. So there's a shade for everyone, and the formula basically has ceramide NP, so which moisturizes and protects against environmental stressors for a smooth, supple look. It has sodium hyaluronate. Okay, I am so bad with pronunciation. Hyaluronate, a super moisturizer that hydrates and improves skin elasticity. Squalane, it's a plant-derived emollient that softens, soothes, and locks in moisture. And shea butter, so a rich, nourishing emollient that gives the formula its creamy feel. And this is more of a medium to full buildable coverage. Again, weightless and creamy. It's more of a smooth satin finish, and there's 30 different shades. So that's how many shades there are. So you have 30 different shades, and this is just amazing because, you know, again, I love it. Love Jones Road. Always innovative, always like excited for their new launches. Bobbi Brown is amazing, and I just love, you know, everything she comes out with. Pretty much like I just love Jones Road. I have so much Jones Road stuff in my makeup kit, and so this is definitely going in my makeup kit right now. And then the other one I'm actually going to save for the fall and winter, because that is going to be my fall and winter color, because right now, like again, it does not look ashy, just matched my skin perfectly. This is great for like on the go, like I said, when you're traveling, at work, when you're at the gym and you want to get ready after your workout, you know, after you're showered and you're getting ready. Perfect. So the next makeup brand that I got, and I haven't heard of this brand before, but I was intrigued to try it, another clean brand. And so this is from No Makeup Makeup, and this is a blush and lip palette, and they also sent me their blush brush. And so more about the brand, because I just want to read a little bit about it. So this, so Victoria is the founder, and it says here she was the original minimalist, So when Victoria founded Victoria Jackson Cosmetics in the 80s, her no makeup ethos changed the beauty industry forever. She repositioned makeup as an empowering celebration of natural beauty, revolutionizing an industry that had been stuck in the past. So with the no makeup, she is at it again, creating the next evolution of clean, effortless beauty. And beauty isn't about layers of makeup, but about the confidence that comes with it, which I agree, because I absolutely love the no makeup feel and look. And so that is what I personally love from, you know, what I grew up with, and just like makeup being so like heavy and cakey in the past. And now when I look back at those photos, I'm just like, oh my God, why did I do that? And now I just like want my skin to breathe, and it starts again from glowing from within, like what you're eating, how you're taking care of your body, gut health, and your skincare. And now I just love that there's just so much clean skincare and makeup brands out there, just so that you can have that natural, effortless, no makeup look. And this basically is, so it was the belief that led Victoria to reintroduce the original no makeup foundation with flex shade technology, now reformulated to be clean, vegan, and free of harmful ingredients. And so I was very intrigued because I love clean makeup, and so this is in the shade pink. And again, I did get to choose the shade to make sure it is the right shade. Again, I love that it's so minimalistic. Can barely see the branding, but just very easy for on the go and compact. And then I'm gonna open this brush and see. Ooh, I like that this is angled, so that is actually very nice. So it's an angled brush. Again, very minimalistic design as well. And I love that when it's angled like this, because this is great. So again, this is going in my makeup bag. And so this is the shade pink, but it's not like your true pinky pink. It's more of that warm rosy color. And so this is also to be used for your lips if you want a little bit of shade on your lip. But again, I'm very picky to have color and pigmentation on my already pigmented lips. So let's see if you can even see. I can see a little bit, but it feels a little washed out. So I don't think I'm gonna use this on my lips because it looks a little washed out. But let's see how this actually feels on the cheek. Again, this is perfect, no mess, it's not a powder. And I really like that this is, you know, a compact, and I just want to see how this, okay. So a little goes a long way. I guess I didn't need to grab that much because you can, it definitely has pigmentation, and I didn't even put my bronzer on that I usually do. So we're just gonna go with it today. But just keep in mind, the color does, like the brush grabs the color really well, and so a little goes a long way. You don't even need a lot because this is very pigmented, but I do like the shade. This is actually a very beautiful shade. Reminds me of the Jones Road one that I have, and I love the brush too. This is so nice. It just blends easily and effortlessly, and it gives that natural flush color. And I also love to put it on my nose, so that gives that nice, beautiful, even cohesive look. It gives that nice flush of color, so I do like this. So that looks really nice, actually. Very pretty. So you can just continue blending it out. So this does blend out really well with the blush. So I would say, note that just take a little bit and then build your way up if you want more color. But this does pick up quite a bit of color from the brush. And I did just like 2 dabs and it was a lot. But it does blend in nicely. So again, I don't like to have it like caked on, but this is just like a nice, beautiful flush of color. This is actually very, very gorgeous. So I like this a lot. So it just looks natural, and I really do like this brush. This is actually very, very nice. Kind of reminds me of the Hourglass brush and brushes, and so this one is really nice. And so again, both of these are going into my makeup bag, and it has very lightweight. It is very lightweight skin-like. It's not sitting on top of my skin. It didn't create any texture. It just looks like a natural flush of color. Again, this is what I love. And it does say on here that it just like melts into your skin and your lips. Now, not a fan of how it looks on my lips. So someone who already has naturally pink lips, this might look better. But this also has jojoba oil and vitamin E to hydrate and nourish, and infused with high performance pigments for lasting color. And they only had a few shades, but again, this one, it just glided on perfectly, melted into my skin, and that's why it just looks like a nice flush of color. Now I do want a little bit of highlighter, and I'm gonna go with my Tower 28 highlighter. I'm just gonna put a little bit since I didn't put my bronzer on, and just to give it some highlight in these spots here on my cheekbone, on the upper cheekbone, and of course on the nose. And so just a little bit of shine and highlight in those areas, and that's it. That is all I do. So, and then I do need to put on my concealer, but this was actually really, really nice. So again, I love trying on new products with you guys, because this way I can see what actually works, what I actually like. And it is so nice to just see, you know, try on new products, give you my honest feedback. So I do love doing it this way. So then this way I can just like try products on, and again, just looks like my skin, and it's just very hydrated, very healthy looking. So far loving these products that we have tried on together. So I have one other products, and these are for my lips. All right, so I finished the rest of my makeup and just wanted to make sure the rest of my face was all done. Didn't want to chat through all of the makeup that I use, because these are products that I have shared before and can continually use. So I just want to share the new products that we try on together. So the next brand is actually Versed. And so this is a brand I have never tried before, but I have seen them at like Target, and basically this is new. So it's a better way to line your lips. So it's like a whole like lip routine, which I was very intrigued about. And so it's called the Lip Frame. So it's a defining lip liner. So meet your hydrating, blendable, uncomplicated lip liner. And it's supposed to smooth. It's a buttery formula that effortlessly glides on to define and enhance lips with zero tugging or harsh lines. Use it to line your lips with high pigment color, or smudge it out for an all-over blurred look. And so this also has mango butter and marula oil. So for hydration, it's thicker, rounded tip, delivers an easier application. You don't even mirror. And it says, pro tip, complete your lip look with their bestsellers, their cashmere color smoothing lip blush plus soft gloss lip tinted lip serum. So basically I have these 4 products from them, and again, I'm a lippy girl and I like color on my lips. I do not like when I can't see the color on my lips, and so I'm very intrigued about this. So they did send me 2 different defining lip liners. So I have 2 shades. So they sent me Saddle, which is like a cool deep brown, and then Fringe. And I, again, did get to choose this as well, so that I'm making sure I'm getting the right set of lippies for my skin tone, and that they will also show. And then they also sent me their lip tinted serum in Gem, so that is the color that I chose. And then this one is their smoothing lip blush in the shade Spice. So I'm very excited. So it's in like the color palette that I personally love. Now I'm going to do a swatch on my hand, because this way you guys can see the color. So I'm going to see which lip defining pencil that I want to put on. And so the first one is Saddle. So it's like darker, cool, deep brown. So this is their packaging. Again, very minimalistic, which I like. And ooh, okay, so it's like this chocolate deep brown. Ooh, Okay, so that is the color. I don't think I'm gonna put that one on, but it is beautiful. It does, well, it blends pretty nicely. And then, let's see, the next one is, again, I like to, you know, keep what I like to wear. I always love to give these products to other people, to like my family, like my sister, my mom. Well, my mom doesn't really wear it, but my sister or my niece, now that she's into makeup, turning 13, can't believe it. So this other color is in Fringe, which, right, is that the one? Yeah, Fringe. So it's a brick brown. So this might be more up my alley, and yes, definitely more up my alley. So let's try this. So this is how they said thicker lip liner, and so let's use this one to define my lips. And it's very smooth. I need a mirror because it's kind of hard to tell in this lighting and then also just on camera, but I do like how soft, smooth, effortlessly it glides onto my lips. And this actually is a better color and tone for my lips because you can instantly see that. And I like to fill in my lips with my lip liner, so we are going to do that. So this is going to be, see, like that looks really nice. So that is the base. So I like this one a lot in Fringe. It's more of that brick brown, which is the color I personally like. And so again, we are layering. Like the deep brown, that's not really my go-to. I'm not a deep brown girly, and so this is gonna be saved, and I'm gonna give this to someone else, gift it maybe to my niece, my sister, we'll see who likes it. And then they do have other pretty colors too. They have like Dash, which is a neutral pink, Debut warm mid-tone pink, Match, which is a pink beige, and Sculpt, which is a pink caramel. And again, it's very hydrating, which I really like, and I do love lip liners. So the next one is the tinted lip serum, and I actually want to see whether I want to put this, because they do have their Cashmere Color Smoothing Lip Blush, which is this, and then this is the Soft Gloss Tinted Lip Serum that you put on top. So that is how this looks. So I think this is how it goes. So you're supposed to put this. So it's a weightless buttery balm that gives lips a hint of hydration, a wash of color, and a blurred demi-matte finish. Now this one, let's see if I can get the sticker off. This is in the shade Spice, and it's more of that like warmer brick, like warmer cherry red color, which is again my go-to and up my alley. And so, ooh, that's such a beautiful color. So that is this color right here. And oh wow, okay. So again, like they said, it's not like, it looks dark, but it's just a nice wash of color. So you can see it's like faint. So this is actually very pretty. So let's put this on. And I might have to do a little bit more color just to get that nice shade of that spice red. So can't really see the color as much on my lips, as much as I am trying really hard to I have to see how this looks just like on its own, but you can see like with the lip liner, it's not really showing much on my lips at all. And again, I do need something that shows color, and this is such a pretty color. So I'm gonna have to try this like on its own maybe, but yeah, I'm not really seeing much at all. But let's try their tinted lip serum. So you press it down, I guess, like that. Now I'm hoping this one actually does. And so you gotta keep clicking it for the product to actually come out. Oh wow, okay, so that's different. So this one, again, is in the shade Gem. So this actually might show better than the lip smoothing lip blush, to be honest. Okay, so this is that beautiful like deep burgundy rich. Okay, yep, so this is definitely way better. Gonna have way more color payoff for me, which I like, and I love this color again. So it's kind of like you're injecting. So you have to press it from the bottom, and this is a tinted lip serum. So now let's try this. Okay, way better. And this is so much better, and it's very hydrating, super glossy too, which I like. I actually like this a lot. Wow. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but I'm getting more of that color. Again, I think just like on its own will look super pretty. This is really pretty. So without the lip liner, okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's try this without the liner. I think the liner is really beautiful. It is gorgeous, but I really want the shade to show. And again, the combination of the two, this is very beautiful. It is really pretty, but I think it's just not letting me allow this beautiful tinted lip serum show through, because just like on its own, you can see just how pigmented it is. And it's very glossy, it's hydrating. It's like literally feels like butter. Like I have a lip balm on. I actually like it better than this Cashmere Smoothing Lip Blush, because this one I could barely see. You could barely see it on my hand. It's like a nice flush of color. So I think this one is definitely going to be one of those where I am going to give this to like my niece or my sister, because it's just like a nice natural color of red, where I like this more pigmented color. So let me get a wipe. I'm going to wipe this off my lip and then just use the product on its own. So I cleaned everything off my lips, wiped down the product so it didn't have any of the leftover lip pencil on here. I really wanted to make sure it was just the product on its own, because the color, you know, I wiped it off, but the color just had a good payoff. And so let's try this again. Okay, yes. This is so pretty. Yep, I definitely love this, and I love red. This is so hydrating. And I like to make it perfect on the lip line, since I just put the product directly. Normally I would put a lip liner, but this would go so nicely with my ruby red lip liner from Jones Road. And I just like to do that to just like define. So this just looks luscious. This is so hydrating. Yep. Great for the summer. It's like that beautiful cherry red lip. Literally, that's what it feels like the cherry red lip color. It just looks very luscious on the lips. It feels luscious. This is really good. So out of all of the lip products, even the lip liners are nice. The fringe, even the brick brown, it's pretty, but I would say that I do love how like smooth and easy it glides onto my lips. It is beautiful. And I do like my Jones Road still, because it's not too brown. I don't want it to be too brown, and I just felt like that one was too brown, because when I put this product on top, it didn't show. It was just more brown than it was this beautiful red tone. And this is in the shade Gem. So that is the shade for this color. And I honestly like this a lot. It's more of it's a soft gloss tinted lip serum. And so again, it's a serum, that's why it's like shiny, but you can actually see the color. And again, I want my product to show. Since I have pigmented lips, so I think out of all the lip products, this is my favorite, and this is the one that I am going to keep and is going to go in my makeup bag along with the other. I already put them all in my makeup bag, and so they are in there. And this one is just so nice. Again, I believe this is also a clean brand as well, and it's unbelievable. But this is so the lip pencils are only $11.99. Now they did send me all 4 of these just so I can try it, and just how you can pair these lippies together, the products together. But out of all of that, honestly, I love this one. This is definitely a keeper. I love red. This is just like perfect for the summer. It's like nice and glossy. It's like that beautiful cherry red. When I want like more of a brick red or like a true red, I do have my lipsticks for that. I do have the Jones Road lip liner as well to go with my Dior lipstick, as well as my Sabia Sachin times a collaboration with Estee Lauder, more of a matte true red. So I do have like my satin finish and then like a matte one for the summer for like a nice true rich red, bright red color, like that true red. But this is just, again, this feels like I'm wearing nothing on my lips, and it just feels so good, so hydrating. Yeah, so going in my makeup bag right now. I'm putting everything away. These are all the products that are gonna, so this is what's gonna stay in my makeup kit now, and I absolutely love it. So everything that I wear on a daily basis, I actually transferred it because I needed more space than the little red makeup case I had from Kiwana. So I have this one from Ronamat that I showed you ladies. I believe I showed you ladies, from the travel set that came with this beautiful case. And so I love this color, it's so beautiful. So this is my everyday makeup, and it all fits in here, and it's perfect. And so what stays in my makeup is going to be that, and everything else, I think, so the rest of those lip products I think I'm gonna give. I do like how this blush looks. It just looks like a nice flush of color, nothing cakey, which I really like. And then I do think I am going to give my niece as well my other Jones Road lip, actually this is a blush stick, so I am gonna give her the shade for her birthday in Bear. So this is more of a very natural color. It's like that mauve-y color, and it is so natural, but this is gonna look so pretty on my niece. And just like, again, she's starting out to wear makeup, and I want her to wear clean formulas. She has her Caudalie skincare that I got her for teens, the Vino Pure, since she's getting breakouts, going through her puberty changes right now. And I gave her my Merit Balm, blush balm, and so I think this one is perfect for her, just like everyday, just so natural and easy to use. So I think I'm gonna give her this one because she's been wearing the Merit one every day now, and so this is perfect for her. I am definitely keeping this one in Joy because it's that beautiful burgundy color, and I think when I want more of a flush of color than this is more like a natural everyday flush of color, which is really nice. But when I want something that's a little bit more darker, to match those darker tone like this lipstick or something like that, or even a deeper burgundy, I think this is going to look really nice. Again, it might look scary, but it's not going to be like that actual color. It's going to be a bit warmer, but it's going to look so pretty. And so I definitely am keeping this one and the other shade foundation stick for winter. So that's going to be for winter. But again, this is what I like to do, to see what I like, testing things out. What I feel doesn't work for me, I can always give it to my sister, my niece, my mom. I have my cousins, I have my friends. So I just have a bunch of products that I can give away. And honestly, I have still so much more makeup that I have that I don't use. And so I do love this Jones Road palette that I got as well, the Miracle Balm palette. But honestly, I'm loving these these blush sticks a lot more. I just feel like that's a lot better. So this is another product that I might be, I will actually end up giving away, because again, I don't want products to just go to waste. I want them to be put in good use. I did give my cousin the Jones Road What the F foundation because, again, I still have the Jones Road Everyday Sunscreen, tinted sunscreen, which I've been wearing every single day. Amazing, so hydrating. And I'm still wearing regular sunscreen, but I'm putting this on top so I get additional sunscreen with the tint. And then I still have my Jones Road Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer, which I still absolutely love. And then I also have the Jones Road, this is the gel bronzer. This is also really good. Again, another great product that I absolutely love. And so this is another product that I still have and I use here, but and it's hydrating too. So again, I still have so many products. And then I have this one too from Jones Road. I have the Illuminator. This is the Antique Bronze Illuminator, and so this one is really, really pretty too. But I'm not wearing this one every day because I've been reusing my Tower 28 one. And then I do have another highlighter that I have as well from 1999, which is a stick base. And so yeah, so this one again is not as shiny as the other one, but it is a beautiful like bronzer. And so again, I think this is really pretty. And so yeah, another great product, but I might end up giving this one away too because I'm not using it and I already have 2 other ones. Again, I don't like makeup being wasted and not used, and this is super lovely, but I've just been using my Tower 28 one and I still have my 1999. So yeah, sometimes it's hard to like let go, but I have no problem giving it away to people that I love and who I know will put it into good use and use it. And so again, this is just, you know, these do expire, they have a shelf life, so don't waste it, use it. And I don't know, maybe I might give this to my niece. It's just like nice flush of color, and it's a great way for me to show her how to use makeup as well. And if she just wants to keep things very natural and neutral, so I think this is like great for her to just like start playing with makeup, testing out what she likes. But I've only been giving her clean beauty because I don't want her to break out, so I want her to use just cleaning ingredients. And so so I am all dressed up for the day, so the hair is staying down. I am actually wearing my Aritzia linen dress I bought last summer, and I thought this was just perfect. It is a midi length dress, really just comfortable and chic. Don't have to think about it. This is what I love about summer. I love wearing dresses because I can just put on a dress. I am ready to go. I look effortless and chic and don't have to think about it. It's just a great outfit formula for me. And then of course I added a little bit of newness, and so I'm wearing my new Holland Cooper. So this is the Holland Cooper blue cardigan, and actually I bought this in an extra small. I think I should have gone with the small just so I can button it up because it is quite tight if I were to button it up. And so I can't button it up, I have to keep it loose. So next time I get a cardigan from Holland Cooper, I will go with a size small. It does stretch a little bit, but I just think for this fit, if I wanted to wear it closed and have it tucked in, there you guys go. It came back in focus, went out of focus really bad. But anyways, yeah, if I wanted to keep it closed and then like tuck it in with like jeans or trousers, the small actually will be a better fit without it being too loose as well. Like it's not gonna be still oversized. But I've been loving this blue. It is just so pretty and so nice. And again, just wearing color, lighter colors, and this is a great way for me to incorporate more of those colors with some neutral tones. And this blue, I've just been obsessed with this blue. So it's a season of blues that you're gonna see. You're gonna see a theme of colors for this summer. My color palette basically that I've been gravitating towards and just been really loving, and these blues are one of them. So this is what I'm wearing for today. But I wanted to show you guys my frames that I finally put up, finally. And for my oil paintings, only one of them, but the other one I did put elsewhere there. I just found a new home for it. And where I put my candle, Jo Malone candle and diffuser, and then let's put the flower arrangements in my place. First off, finally put up my frame of this gorgeous and stunning oil painting, and isn't it just breathtaking? I mean, just like close up, just this is just immediately makes me feel at peace. It's just so calming and soothing. And I thought about changing the frame to something more antique, but I honestly think this is actually really nice with the dark wood. But again, I did say I am going to fill this wall with more prints that I found that's similar to almost like oil painting styles, but I will put them in different antique frames I found from Amazon. And it goes so beautifully with my pillows and as well as my throw. It's just like the perfect blend of colors. And again, this is what I was envisioning. And when I put the other prints up, order them for the right sizes for the frames I'm looking for, and build out a wall gallery, different sizing, it's gonna come together. But it looks so nice. Finally, I have my painting up. And this is where I put the Jo Malone Bluebell, Wild Bluebell candle. And so I just love it with the little butterflies that they gave as well. So this is where I have it, and so this is how it looks now. Here in this spot, it just looks so beautiful. The perfect spot for it, and it just like adds that depth and color from the paintings too with the candle. And I think I might keep these butterflies because they look so pretty. Now this is the other oil painting that I found, again with this antique vintage frame, and it looks so beautiful. And this is where I put my blackberry and bay diffuser, and I put all of the sticks in there, and literally my place smells so lovely. And this is actually my bar. This is shaped like a wine bottle and wine glass, and I thought this was like the perfect home for it. And I'm gonna see right now, I feel like the coasters go nicely with the frame, the diffuser, and honestly compared to my Santa Maria Novella Melograno diffuser, that one I put in the bathroom, but compared to the Jo Malone definitely smells way more. Like I can literally smell it in my entire place, and it smells so lovely every time I walk in, when I'm sleeping, when I wake up. I get a whiff of the scent, and it just feels so like nice. And it's just, again, it's very light, fresh, crisp, clean, earthy, the perfect summer scent. And the Melograno is perfect in my bathroom, but it does not spread throughout my space as well as the Jo Malone. So that is something, now that I have both and I can just tell the scent payoff, this is why I've heard people say the Jo Malone smells longer. You can smell it throughout, and they were right. So this is where I put it, and it just looks so beautiful. And again, the painting, just like look at that gorgeous painting. And now my new diffuser. So for this bouquet, I think this is where I want it to go. And it has a beautiful home here. I wanted the lilies to show, and I do have the peonies on this side, and these beautiful lilies. Do want the peonies to actually show when they do bloom, but I just felt this was the perfect spot for them. I wanted a vase here, or vase, like I like to say, with florals. This is usually where I like to have my florals, and it just looks so beautiful. And again, these peonies have not bloomed yet, and some of the other flowers, they're just so pretty. And so once they do bloom, of course the lilies have bloomed a bit, and then the other beautiful, you got like hints of like the beautiful like blues and purples. And I think this one is going to be like a very light pink peony, and these two here look like they're white, so they're going to be white, and they got some lilac color flowers. So there's just a nice shade of like beautiful colors throughout, and it just looks so nice. So that's where this one is going to live. And then for the other one, let me show you where I'm going to put it. So this is where I put the smaller bouquet, and I actually used my drinking glass because I do need to find a smaller like vase for these smaller bouquets. But together, this just looks so incredibly lovely. And then when you zoom out a little bit more, and with the painting, the candle, and the little butterflies on the candle, as well as the flowers, this is what I was going for as soon as I saw this small bouquet. It really picks up the tones and the colors in the painting, and it just looks so beautiful. And so this is where I am keeping this little small bouquet. And honestly, it looks really pretty with this glass set. And just look at these beauties. They're just so incredibly cute with the little butterflies. The perfect match to go along with the painting. And a little close-up of the beautiful flowers. As I was saying, this one is going to bloom. It's going to be slightly pinkish. You got these peonies here, and you can see these right here are going to bloom as well. And there is another lily right here that hasn't bloomed yet. And you got, again, these beautiful like blues, purples in here, and those beautiful lilies of the valley, and this just looks so nice and elegant and the perfect spot for me to have my flowers. Now it's time for an espresso, and actually I got new Nespresso pods that arrived over the Memorial Day weekend, which was so happy. So I got to treat my brother-in-law and my sister to some new flavors. As you can see, a nice replenishment of my pods, and I did get, so this is the lavender, the decaf lavender. This is their new yuzu vanilla, so this is more if you over ice, like a nice like cold brew. This is their white chocolate strawberry, which I absolutely love, so it came back for the summer. And then on this side, this is why I love this specific stand. It's minimalistic and a great space saver. And so this one is the Ginseng Delight, which has vanilla in it, or caramel, I believe this is caramel. This one is the active, so that has ginseng. This is active with vitamin B/C, so when you're feeling tired and fatigued. The ginseng one is like just like for relaxing and calming. And then this one is the Vivita with vitamin B12 for immunity. And so I love this collection because, again, based on how you're feeling, what you need, you have your go-tos, and then you have your fun ones as well here. And so this is what I have now. And actually, I think I'm gonna make the cold brew. I haven't tried this one yet. And so I think with the blue, it looks really nice. But let's make some Nespresso. All right, ladies, sat down with my coffee. Actually, I made the decaf lavender. I decided to go with that instead, just so that I don't have too much caffeine. I did have coffee from the farmer's market, and I'm trying to cut down how much caffeine I'm drinking, just so I can have a restful sleep as well at night and a deep sleep. So don't want to disturb my REM cycle, and I've been getting good sleep, so I just really want to continue that and just get really good sleep at night, because we all need really good rest, and so it shows when you don't get rest. And so yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee and then begin the day. Some work to do, and I just love my place with the new frames, the candles, the florals, the diffusers. I mean, it just looks so beautiful. Literally just lifts my spirit and brings me so much joy. And it's just these small little things that finally, you know, just like changing up your florals, or just adding florals, just changing the scent, adding a few little home decor pieces really makes a difference in your mood and your space. And I really wanted to make it me, what really makes me feel at peace, at calm. And this is my sanctuary, this is my home, and I want it to really resonate with how I like it. And you know, just like my style of decor, but also what brings me joy and smells, scents, basically, that as soon as I come in, just I feel so zen, calm, and safe, basically, is the gist of it. And so yeah, I love all these little small details that just make a big impact in a positive way. But anyways, I'm gonna enjoy my Nespresso and begin the day, but I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.